words you speak. Premeditated sin, burning fervently within our heart. That malignant root is the living proof. Magnify your tongue, weigh your thoughts and view the end of you. But don't mind me, this a heart to heart within my chambers. I would speak on tongues, but this one is within our language. Fire sealed in my tongue. Now it's time to purge the brand and pay my vows, since I owe you to merge my understanding. Solid foundation bearing fruit, unless your earth is sand. Same as tame as speech, it's a meek and the perfect man. I notice that I sin every day if I don't circumspectly consider the words that I say. So I consider the wise who don't litter with lies, not bitter with pride, don't reveal secrets despite the jitters inside. We men of the Most High, whether it be friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives, but here's the sinister side. We claim we minister Christ. You know we're bearing false witnesses, right? Oh, your situation's different, right? So you innocent, right? You your brother's keeper, similar to Genesis, right? We render evil for evil, the sweetest joy is revenge. That's what I learned growing up, now I'm a man in his image. A solid foundation makes you stable in speech. Offering up sacrifices can't enable to reach. It's a constant reminder, every day of the week, that blessing should pour out my mouth like at the table to eat. I should deliver good tidings so my neighbor receives. So don't put me in the box unless I'm labeled as meat. We should learn to be quiet, like when the baby is sleeping. It'll unlock a wise tongue, but patience is key. Listen, you know what's realer than the words you speak. Having wisdom when to hold that peace. Who shall say they watch before my mouth? And the seal of wisdom upon my lips, that I fall not suddenly by them, and that my tongue destroy me not. The Most High woke us up in these last days, I can't complain. And since I've been awake, my perspective just ain't the same. On the evil and the good, the sun rise and he make it rain. We the chosen of the Most High, so I can't complain. No, listen. A lot of people wonder why I never complain. Or why we say the white man is never to blame. Once we made a covenant with the Most High, we were never the same. To whom much is given, much required, that never could change. Nah, we broke the covenant he gave us. He bound by his word, he enslaved us. At the Deuteronomy 28 us. So the wages of sin paid us. Furthermore, we in the land of captivity, with our hands spread high, praying to the east. We repent cause we transgress like the rest, living the curse, but still blessed by the best. Word up. Can two walk together lest they be agreed? You complain about the work, why you telling me? If you don't follow man, then you can leave. Yeah. Oh, you ain't got nowhere to go, then take a seat. Word up. The Most High woke us up in these last days, I can't complain. And since I've been awake, my perspective just ain't the same. On the evil and the good, the sun rise and he make it rain. We the chosen of the Most High, so I can't complain. No, look. Jude broke it down for us plain and clear. The spots in our feast of charity with no fear. Speak evil of those things they don't understand. Don't respect what Christ established, but respect the man. They speak evil of dignities, despise dominion, they brute peace. Murmurers complain for their own lust, speak swelling words like they own us. Paul told us all, mark those who cause division, and if this is contrary to the doctrine given, and avoid them, cause none of us are man pleasers. They serving their own bellies, giving fair speeches, but they deceive us. Look, I ain't trying to hear about another Ak. Unless you speaking good words by my brother Ak. That's my brother Ak. Now if this put some schism between each other Ak, yeah, then you gon' have to find you another Ak. Word up. The Most High woke us up in these last days, I can't complain. And since I've been awake, my perspective just ain't the same. On the evil and the good, the sun rise and he make it rain. We the chosen of the Most High, so I can't complain. No, look.
These are murmurers.
These are what?
Murmurers.
To show you the spirit of when they take over people, what begins to happen. Murmurers. Read.
Complainers.
Complainers. These are people that's always murmuring amongst each other and always pointing out what they think is wrong. I mean, they never right here. They don't got no water. They don't got nothing. They don't know how that hospitality is. They just start talking about anything. These people that you know complaining all the time. When really, when you look at it, the Most High afforded you grace through baptism in the kingdom. There's constructive ways of us correcting each other without us complaining and putting a down and damper spirit on other brothers and sisters who don't feel how you feel. They become complainers. I've seen people that even I've talked to and they would tell me, well, yeah, you know, I'm still down with you, Elder Ricard, as a brother, as if I'm still down with you, as if this is not a body of work. I don't want you to be down with me. Be down with the Most High. But when I went here, I noticed this, and over here, I knew it had nothing to do with y'all, but it turned me off and all that. And then complaining, right? It was fine. But then you started looking into some of the things that was being done on their part. How can you complain about anything when you need correction too? We can't correct each other apart. You understand? So people look at complaining as a way of doing what? Separating. Saying that something is wrong. Not realizing that we need each other. We will need each other. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to point out what's wrong and all that. That you should do that. What I'm saying is, we must do that in the spirit of love, considering ourselves and correcting each other, like I mentioned earlier. Instead of looking at something as a pretext to say something is wrong, so I don't want to deal no more. Or to cause a schism by pointing out something that's wrong. And usually when people do that, they're looking to join people to themselves so that they can be the leader of something. Well, guess what? If the people that are amongst you see you tear down the person who helped lead you, then they're going to feel it's okay to tear you down too. What's the difference? If there's no dominion or structure, what's to stop the same people that are amongst you? What you gonna say, man, you can't be doing this, I'm in authority. Well, brother, what, you just under authority under them? You was just under some authority and you despise that. So should I respect you now? These are complainers, murmurers. But really their intent is not to point out anything wrong. They have an eye on trying to do or trying to be what they are witnessing from others. They're trying to be a leader. They don't wait on their ministry. They look to tear down and say, if I was in position, I would do things this way. Christ, this ain't Christ. Christ wouldn't do it that way. And then they have other people like, yeah, I've been seeing that too. Yeah, I've been seeing that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say nothing. The next thing you know, you got 8 people in a room sitting there, and the only thing they're doing is talking about the word and talking about the church. 8 people just amongst themselves. Yeah, you seen this? I seen this. And ain't nobody doing nothing. And they become, then you know what happens? They begin to, because the only thing they've learned is to complain and to murmur. So they begin to canker and destroy each other internally. And then you don't hear about them anymore. Because they've learned that this is the normal way. We must complain. We must talk about each other. We must have an inordinate affection. Read.
The rest of verse 16.
Come on.
And their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's person in admiration because of advantage.
Having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. Another way they do it. Yeah, brother, man. I see the spiritual gifts in you, man. And I don't even know why the elders don't even see that. I know you could tear down mountains. And they start telling people, yeah, brother, you should bring that fire. It's the elders is holding you down. And you sitting there talking about, yeah. In your mind, at first you say, well, brother, all praise, this is how you know it's getting to them. Well, brother, all praises be to the Most High. I'm telling you what goes on.
It's demonic. that desire and that need to murmur and backbite is satanic. And when you're dealing with that, you need to examine yourself. When you feel like that, know that something is wrong when you want to go and tell bear and backbite and just talk and gossip about other people's lives and about things that don't pertain to you. Know that something is wrong, that you're dealing with a spirit.
You wanna know what backbiting is? Talking about your brother, he ain't even here. I don't hear nothing positive in my ears. Yet the sword like Peter for them itching ears. I mean, we all guilty of this here, but I'ma set the record straight just to make it clear. No respect to persons for correction. We gon' leave it in the past like it's in the rear. Running out the mouth, running out the mouth. You running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Every idle word you would give account. Running out the mouth, running out the mouth. They running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Every idle word you would give account. Just they running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Man, it's funny how the game go. Same brother say they love you, talk behind your back like you ain't know. Itching ears cause they wanna know. That ain't your biz, why you wanna know? Oh, you just playing now, it's comical. Once I bring the sword out, now the drummer gone. Thought we had a problem, now it's vominos. Now I see it change your heart, it's phenomenal. You ought to know a proof, it's a pot of gold. A lot of souls burn from discussions. But why we ain't discussing repercussions? So what's all the fussing and the fighting for? I've been minding my biz since the snotty nose. Some love to talk, I'd rather listen. Uplift your brother while you dissing. Cause backbiting and the truth is a body blow. You wanna know what backbiting is? Talking about your brother, he ain't even here. I don't hear nothing positive in my ears. Yet the sword like Peter for them itching ears. I mean, we all guilty of this here, but I'ma set the record straight just to make it clear. No respect to persons for correction. We gon' leave it in the past like it's in the rear. They hold a word like they in labor. You do walk? In other words, that's a woman's trait. I eat my words, I don't denudate. You don't offend, then you're in favor. Speak with salt, tongue got flavor. I show respect, I'm one with my neighbor. A lot of hypocrites claim they of Jacob. Talking down on your sister, but you love your makeup. What you gon' do when he bitch at you? And use every idle word against you. Don't you know the tongue gets a fire? And you can burn in haze if your lips loose. Oh, the cat got your tongue now. I done brought a witness, gone and running now. Busybody tear bear. Used to murmur and complain, but you dumb now. You wanna know what backbiting is? Talking about your brother, he ain't even here. I don't hear nothing positive in my ears. Yet the sword like Peter for them itching ears. I mean, we all guilty of this here, but I'ma set the record straight just to make it clear. No respect to persons for correction. We gon' leave it in the past like it's in the rear. Running out the mouth, running out the mouth. You running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Every idle word you would give account. Running out the mouth, running out the mouth. You running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Running out the mouth, running out the mouth. Every idle word you would give account. Just stay running out the mouth, running out the mouth.
See, don't meddle in too many matters. Don't always want to give an input. Don't be talking about this and talking about that. Don't be involved in this and involved in that, because you won't be innocent. But what did the brother say? What did you say? You added your 2 cents in there too. You was talking, you was running your mouth too, just like everybody else. You had a lot to say, right? But when it's time for a counsel, the cat got your tongue. You can't talk then. Let the cat have your tongue all the time.
Yeah. Here go. Purging infirmity. A blissful tongue. Yeah. A burning flame that no one can tame. Without offense, that's the plan of a perfect man. What you say aside, might wanna watch your mouth. The angels write every idle word coming out your mouth. Something I'm guilty of. Oh yes, I must confess. I'm not ashamed to explain the things I must correct. What proceeds from the mouth pumps inside of me. I've deceived myself. How could I lie to me? I always pray for wisdom to be wise in speech. I dropped what I prayed for and forgot what I came for. Sirach 4:23, know when to speak. Sirach 14:1, hold your tongue. A wise man makes himself beloved. using the words that come from above. Aren't you aware how the tongue's full of terror? Who can understand its errors? This word, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Quick to hear, slow to speak, son. We speak blissful ignorance. Repent. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Quick to hear, slow to speak, son. Let's make a pact not to let our gums smack, lest it's giving him the glory. A blissful tongue. Who shall say they wash before my mouth? A seal of wisdom on my lips before it blots me out. The book of life is too much liberty upon my lips. I spake in bliss, Father wink at my ignorance. Hence, weigh your words in the balance. Since words hold weight, it's a challenge. I said before that I can't complain. A fool travails with the word that he can't contain. I read the book of James, got cut but took the pain. Examine the life of Christ so I could look the same. Let's make it plain, I don't cause division. A humble man's reproved of his heart while he's living. Resist the adversary and follow truth. Get a callous in your heart trying to hold a grudge. If you trust in yourself, then you a fool. But if you judge yourself, then you won't be judged. What? Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Quick to hear, slow to speak, son. We speak blissful ignorance. Repent. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Quick to hear, slow to speak, son. Let's make a pact not to let our gums smack, lest it's giving him the glory. A blissful tongue. A blissful tongue. Just pure gold, pure gold, pure gold, pure gold. So soulful. Soul food for your palate. Yeah. Purging infirmities. Examine myself, I hope you learn from me.
Ace on the beats. Ace on the beats.
Yeah. Gotta keep it real, man. Keep it honest. Fake shaloms. Even the wicked gon' bounce to this. Yeah. Let's get it. You should be ashamed of yourself, don't do this. Making a bad name for yourself, Judas. We all should provoke the good works. Where's your brick? All you do is warm seats in the church. All you do is murmur and complain. All you do is backbite, throwing dirt on the saint's name. Prey on the lowly and the meek, the ones who can't discern when they see a wolf amongst the sheep. I sit back and watch you creep, watch you sleep. Once awoke, now you obsolete. Wonder why you bear no fruit. Always negative, claim they don't hear no truth. I don't wanna hear an excuse, you lack in the spirit. They don't wanna hear it from you. Truth of the matter, you wish you was the leader. Sit in a seat up there with the reader. Problem is you lack the faith to endure yourself. Why you think Christ picked Peter? Examine yourself. You greet with peace, please. When you got the heart of Cain, I just wanna see you thrive. Jealousy, envy, that would never cross my brain. I'm humble, but don't cross me, man. I don't wanna have to draw that line in the sand. I forgive, but I don't have to part with pain. I don't wanna have to snatch that wine in your hand. Shepherds care for the sheep. Not many laborers work, but they bear for the weak. This a little wisdom I share with the meek, and this a little heat for the tears and the weak. Word up. Fake shaloms. Jealousy, a rebellious seed, baby. Fake shaloms. Envious, you know they envy us and hate us. Fake shaloms. Jealousy, a rebellious seed, baby. Fake shaloms. Envious, you know they envy us and hate us. I could see you on the sideline watching, plotting. Your sign on that dotted line for profit, won't you? I could see you on the sideline watching, plotting. Your sign on that dotted line for profit, won't you? Fake shaloms. These the type that wanna separate themselves. Self-entitled. Think they holy, how they segregate themselves. To be within their presence, you're a peasant, how they decorate themselves. We're not above the law, but they above the law, how they legislate themselves. Father, help me humble myself. I don't wanna come with my belt, whip them how Christ did them. I don't wanna stumble on down. I don't wanna fumble my crown, gotta keep high spirits. The elders attained it with faith. When you run this race, lay off of the weight. Cause Paul told Timothy, a lot of times some should depart from the faith. Satan wanna go a couple rounds, no, I had to buckle up just to knuckle down. Examine myself out of shape spiritually, so I had to lose a couple pounds. Like a thief in the night when he come, I don't wanna be found in a slumber now. I don't wanna fall short, gotta have a good report of Most High, call my number now. We form cliques, now it's a disconnect, you can't correct a person or respective persons, now the lack of respected worsens. Fake shaloms, explain to me what your hate's based upon. If I offended you, then I can face the wrong. I'm talking face to face, I can face the phone for real. Fake shaloms, jealousy or rebellion, see, baby. Fake shaloms, envious, you know they envy us and hate us. Fake shaloms, jealousy or rebellion, see, baby. Fake shaloms, envy us, you know they envy us and hate us.
This is going to be the biggest threat of them all, because I expect the synagogue of Satan to deceive and plan things against us. But here's the worst part about this. People are going to get offended. And guess what? Instead of them swallowing their personal offense and all that and realize that they've been taken by the devil, they're going to see everyone, even the people who can help them, as the enemy. Instead of you realizing it's not about you, where's your humility, your appreciation? You gotta have people say, I don't like what's going on here, so I'm going to destroy everybody and everything, and yourself in the midst of it. Because if you can't be down with the people who can see what you see to help you through this, who do you think will help you guide through this when you done destroyed your own? Many, here's what we got to worry about more so than anything. People who feel that, hold up, I've been slighted, I'm a victim. Satan uses people who are what? Perpetual victims. And they need to be a victim to justify their own darkness. Because without the victimhood, they would have to examine themselves. Many shall be offended. I've been wrong. You did this to me. You did that to me. You wrong. Like, okay, well, how can we make this right? There is no making it right when someone has an evil eye. You can do everything they ask you to do, and they'll still have an evil eye. Many shall be offended. And folks, it's going to be people of our own household, people that we cared about, people that we went the extra mile for. And it's usually because a person feels entitled. Entitled to what? They feel entitled to what they believe they should be able to take from you. They don't look at what you've done for them. They only feel entitled to what they feel they can take. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, you're going to have to find out who these people are now. Where it doesn't matter what you do to try to satisfy any issue to bring peace, they always seek war. Listen to what I'm telling you, folks, because a lot of you know people like this, where there's no peaceful moment with these people. You can try to sell it, you can try to make amends, you can and guess what? They can be dead wrong, and you just want peace. And they still won't let peace be had. Watch these people around you. I'm telling you now. Perpetual victims, people who always claim they've been wrong, are dangerous. Because they can't see they're wrong against any other people. Satan is the perpetual victim, which justifies his right to kill man. And that same spirit are in people who live as victims. Watch what I'm telling you. Many shall be offended, folks. This is not the enemy here. This is not the synagogue of Satan. These are people you did things for. These are people you prayed for. People who you would die for. These are people you once called brother or once called sister. And because they can't get over themselves, offended, gonna do what? Betray one another and hate one another. They're gonna betray one another and hate one another. That means it's tick for tat. Now because this guy's a hater, I'm gonna become a hater. Well, no, he telling you where I am. I'm gonna tell you what he did, and now you both are hanging from the gallows. You both are waiting in the gallows to be destroyed. That's what we have to watch for next. Haters. Because one thing about us, we all buddy, and we think all people understand the innocence and purity of the word and have the same interest towards the kingdom. To the pure, all things are pure. We think everyone thinks like us. And Christ is it's like, no, I come as in a sword. You may be thinking one thing in total honesty to benefit a person, and that person be sitting in their mind, sitting right next to you, and in their mind, even though they're not saying anything, they could be thinking, I hate your guts. They won't tell you, right? They sit there just having a good time with everybody else, but in their mind, and here it is, because you're innocent, you don't even understand, because you can't think that a person can stick around you with that hatred in their heart, because a real person wouldn't do that. I know I can't be around a person I got an issue with unless we solve that issue first. So you expect other people to be the same way. No, they'll just sit around you, and in their mind, I hate your guts. You the enemy, you're the devil. They're thinking it's all in their mind. And you sit there like, yo, hey man, you want something to drink? What would you like to eat? You sit there serving a person, and the whole time they're looking at you like you came from hell. I mean, I could never be that way. The Bible says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Which means if I got an issue, I deal with you that day. And guess what? Once we settle it, that issue no longer exists. I don't got time to be sitting there and thinking days in on time negative about another person. We're up against all the enemies who's round about us. And you have a person just sitting with you, drinking with you, drinking your iced tea. You sit there shaking it and everything. You got the little silver joint. You shaking it, got the suds on it.
Right.
Like, brother, you want a straw? And he's looking at you. Die already. Go to hell. Die already.